This is a 2014 Freightliner M2. It's the box truck. This is how to replace a steering wheel. It's pretty simple stuff. What you're gonna need to start off with is a pick. And with this is in there, this one's already out. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but slide it in there. Sometimes you can't get it back behind the entire thing, but you can pop the front of the horn contact out and it'll look like that. Hopefully it's not as rusted as this one. And then you can work this back and get that behind. There are two leads here that lead down to the center. Can't really see, that's kind of dark, but one is the positive and one is the ground for that, and that makes the horn honk honk. Once you've got that open, go ahead and detach the two from here. I kind of got ahead of myself and didn't film that part. And then there are the two leads down here. One of them has this part, and you got to note which one that is, and just kind of yank on it a little bit. Don't pull too hard, but this should slide out, the whole thing should. And the other one goes way down in there, and you want to just kind of shove that down in the hole, but leave it just inside there, so after you replace the wheel and put the nut back on, you can then pull this back out. I used a pair of a little slightly long needle nose pliers and got that down in there. It's just sitting inside the center there. If you have a crow's foot, this would be a lot easier because then you don't have to take these wires out, but I unfortunately don't have one of that size. The size is a 1 3/16. Doesn't fit perfect, so maybe it's a millimeter size that's slightly less than this, but this is what I've always used and it's given me no problems ever. So get that on there and then turn it counterclockwise until it comes off. It's off, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out. And then to get the steering wheel off, you just rock it back and forth, left to right, just a whole bunch while you pull, and it will pop off. Now putting the new one on, this is when keeping it almost as dead center as possible is gonna help, because then you just pop this right on and you basically reverse it. Once you get it as centered as possible, and like I said, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, rock it back and forth while you're pushing down on the thing. As long as you get it on there, it doesn't have to be perfectly all the way down. Once you put the nut on there and start turning it, get it back on there, it will start popping and going down as good as possible. And then basically, I don't know what the torque specs are on this. I give it the good and tight until it stays and the nut doesn't turn anymore. It's always worked for me. This nut can be pretty tricky to get on. There's really no way around that. I set it on, I got fairly stubby fingers for my height at least. So I got it on there on the top and started rotating slowly, and it got in there. Sometimes they'll fall down, and that really sucks when it does happen. One thing you can do if you need to is put it just slightly inside your socket and put a piece of thin Scotch tape right off the edge, go right to the edge of the nut itself, and then gently set it in there and then start turning clockwise. And once that catches, the tape won't matter, the tape will just come off. But get this as tight as you can. I forgot to note that if these do have an orange dash on them, this one did, can't really see in there with the camera, keeps unfocusing, but it was to the right there, and that's exactly where I got it when it stopped, when I couldn't get any further. So if you don't have the torque specs, just get the orange dot to line up with where the orange dot is there, if it has it. Pull this back out. There we go, and then we'll work the other one in, basically the half moon one, down inside there and get the whole thing back in together. This can be a little bit aggravating to get in because it is basically springy. It springs out. So what you can do, because this is a safety item, is you want the horn to sound every time somebody touches it, is squeeze this part in a little bit, and that'll make it a little bit smaller than the hole there. And then you widen this top end, you spread this out, can't really do with one hand, spread it out, so when you push it back in, it gets pretty tight. And then go ahead and get that in there. Then you pop both contacts on there and go ahead and test it. And then make sure the orientation is straight up, just like the manufacturer sends it out, and pop that in. Oh, I forgot to note that the steering wheel does not come with one of these. This is a separate part. And you go ahead and pop that in. Thanks for watching. I hope that helps somebody. Make sure it works. And you may have noticed it down there. I took that apart. I heard some rattling down there, so I got that apart. I couldn't find out what it was, and then it disappeared. So I think it was honestly just something in here. But thanks for watching. I hope this helped.